Welcome to the second Heart-Opening Bliss Practice video. So as you read in the article, one of the greatest challenges for opening our heart is that as we begin to do it, as we begin to activate unconditional love, we come up against all of these blocks, against all of these old pains, old tensions, resentments, so many fears, just all these reasons that the heart has closed and become tightened. And this is really, it's all energy. So I like to think of it as the way that water can turn to ice and then back to water. It's not that anything has changed or needs to be gotten rid of. It's really that we warm and transmute this and open the heart in this way. So there are many, many ways to work with these blocks as they come up, and I listed a lot of them in the article. But today, the practice that I want to teach you is about forgiveness, because forgiveness can be one of the hardest things to release, one of the hardest things to let go of is past hurts. And both towards people that we feel have harmed us, and even more so, the shame when we feel that we've done something wrong and we can't or haven't reached out to that person and really asked for forgiveness. We can't forgive ourselves, even if they have forgiven us. So this practice I'm teaching you today it's a Hawaiian practice from the Huna tradition, and it is very simple seeming, but incredibly powerful. And it's called Ho'oponopono. And before I teach it to you, I want to share with you a really incredible story of a man, Dr. Len, who in Hawaii worked at a state hospital, a psychiatric ward, very dangerous people in that ward. And doctors were always quitting, or they would go to work and they just kind of had their back up against the wall. There were people that had to be shackled all the time in there, and people that they said would never be released for their life. So Dr. Len, who was a Huna practitioner, agreed to work on this ward on the condition that he not actually have to go there, but he would just be given an office with the files of these patients. So he was given that, and he would sit with the patient's files, and he would do this simple practice that I'm about to teach you. And within a short time, the patients became calmer, they were able to get off their medications, and patients were even able to be set free and go home. And the doctors really enjoyed going to work. And everyone asked him, how did you do this without even seeing these patients? I mean, it's remarkable. The story always blows my mind. And he said, we're really 100% responsible for our reality. So I would sit with the files of these patients, and I would find the place in me that was causing this. I would do this practice, and as I healed myself, I healed the other person. So that's how powerful this practice is, and I have used it in my own life, and my clients have used it with really miraculous results. So this is another practice that you can do on the fly, or you can make it your daily 10-minute practice, which I highly recommend for this week. So you can start by folding your hands together like this. You can put your thumbs on your collarbones and put them right over your heart and just slowly rotate in a clockwise direction. That starts to bring your attention to that area and really warm it up. You can do this before any of the heart opening practices. And you can breathe into your chest. If you have trouble doing that, you can just be sure to tighten your stomach muscles a little bit, your diaphragm, as you breathe, and that can bring the air up into the chest as opposed to just keeping it in the belly. Okay, so after you do that, as the situation arises where you feel pain, where you feel sorrow, and you want to forgive yourself or you want to forgive another, feel that pain in your body, notice where it is in your body, and just send as much tenderness as possible to that area of your body. I like to imagine a light around it. And if it's another person, you can visualize that person. You might want to put them at a bit of a distance from you in your mind's eye. You can see them on a stage or just see them somewhere that they're happy. their face or their whole being. And you can also, if you like, imagine the light of Source coming down into your crown chakra and out through your heart, if you're like that. If that just sounds super woo to you, then just forget all that and just hold them in tenderness and repeat these phrases. So as you're holding them in your consciousness, holding yourself in your consciousness, holding the whole situation, really, all the pain of this. It's so awful when we're in conflict. It can feel so awful. Repeat these phrases. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you as me. I'm sorry for causing myself this pain, if not both of us this pain. Please forgive me. And that's both to the other person and to yourself. Forgive myself for causing this pain within myself. Thank you. Consider it already done. So don't say all those things I just said. Just say, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And you don't have to feel that you believe these things the first time or the first 10 times or the first 100 times. But just keep repeating the phrases and you'll be amazed at the energy shift that happens, either slowly or quickly. Just trust your process. Whenever I'm in conflict or having difficulty with someone, I know that the world is projection. I know that we're creating our experience out of our consciousness. So I'll stop and I'll do this practice, and from a really sincere place in my heart. And within an hour or a day or a week, it's amazing how often that person will call me and say, you know, I rethought it and I just wanted to say I'm sorry, or I was just thinking of you. People I haven't talked to in years, and my clients have this experience too. So try it and see what happens. And don't worry, if you can't think of anything to do it with this week, just start practicing the practice. It's great for calling forth things that we have also not forgiven in ourselves or others. And so we can call it up and clean it out that way. Don't be afraid to feel your feelings. You can do it, and it is the fastest way to open your heart, to release all of these blocks. Rumi says, it's not that we have to seek and find love, it's that we're blocking all of the love that's available to us. So your heart wants to be open, and we just have to clean it out. It's already open. We're just cleaning out anything that's blocking that openness from coming into the world. So let me know if you have any questions. Email me, message me below, and enjoy this practice this week. Talk to you soon. Bye.